Some of you all messaged me today about this new game coming out called Astria Ascending. The headline says it's an RPG written by Kazushige Nojima. Y'all know I'm in on that, and it's going to be it's announced for PS5, PS4, and Switch. So there's a first look at it on here. Shout out to Rayhan Khan on Twitter. You were the first one to let me know about it, and y'all know how I feel about Nojima. As soon as people saw that name in the headline, people were hitting me up because you all know Nojima is a rock star, as all of you all know on this channel. So let's just dive into it real quick. So yeah, right here it says Astria Ascending, an RPG written by Kazushige Nojima, announced for PS5, PS4, and Switch. First look, due out in 2021 in Japan. So we don't know when we're getting it here, right? So it says the latest issue of Weekly Famitsu reveals Astria Ascending, a new RPG that reimagines the story and gameplay of the 2014 released iOS game Zodiac Orcanon, or Orcanon, however you say that, Odyssey. It will launch for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch in 2021 in Japan, and is published by 3GOO. I don't know how that's supposed to be pronounced. 3GOO is what I'm thinking. Astria Ascending is written by Kazushige Nojima and composed by Hitoshi Sakimoto. Yeah! Its graphics are reminiscent of a moving painting, and the game features elements of both fantasy and science fiction. While the world is the same as the previous game, the story has been overhauled and is more serious. The game features over 100 songs, including those from the previous game, as well as Japanese voiceovers. Other changes include reversed character positioning during battle. Okay, so update at 11:30 a.m. Here is a first look at Astria Ascending via the free preview of the latest issue of Weekly Famitsu. Gorgeous artwork. Gorgeous artwork. That's one of the big things I'm seeing here is the gorgeous artwork. This looks great. This looks great. I hope we get this because this looks like a kind of high like fantasy with like a lot of tech influence. It kind of has a feel. Just the artwork kind of has a feel of like almost like a Legend of Dragoon or what's the other game I'm kind of thinking of? Kind of almost has like almost a Suikoden feel to it. But those of course are not Square Enix games. But this looks great. I think that's the shot right there. That's the shot. I love that shot of that area. Here's the thing. You put Nojima. These people went and got Nojima, right? I don't even know. Like, this isn't a Square Enix title, right? So they went and got Nojima to write the story for this thing. So, and it sounds like it's a huge game. It sounds like it's going to be a massive game. He took the time to write the story for this while working on Remake and possibly other titles too. Look, give the man his flowers, right? Give him his flowers because like he is killing the game, literally. He's one of the best storytellers in all of gaming. Nojima really should have kind of his own studio, his own company, right? I don't know what he would do. He's not like a game programmer or anything. He's a writer, but I think Nojima cranking out his own games, like if Nojima had a company, right? I don't know if he is a guy to run a company. Like I don't personally, from what I know about him and interviews and stuff that I've read, he doesn't seem like the type of guy who would want to run a company. But if he did, if he had like programmers and stuff working under him and it was his company, his label, think of the stories and the stuff that man could crank out. Just think of the worlds that he's got in his head. That's the thing about brilliant storytellers, you all. That's the thing about brilliant storytellers is that you don't stop creating stories. You just have to forget about a lot of the data that you feel like you're never going to get to, and you mash it up and you break it up into other pieces to make bigger stories that you're working on for whatever company or whatever. You use a little bit of this idea, a little bit of that idea, instead of fleshing out a whole new story, use bits and pieces of all these different ideas you have to work on the project for the Square Enix. Like he's working for Square Enix or this game. You break the concepts and ideas up into bite-sized chunks and you put it in a blender and you make the story that you're currently working on for these people. But here's the thing, a guy like Nojima, I'm telling you all, he has so many stories to tell. He has so many characters and scenarios and worlds and cultures and religions and all this other kind of stuff and creatures and legends within those worlds. I'm telling you all, as a storyteller myself, as somebody who, now I'm not even on the level of an Nojima, I'm not even on that level, but just a little bit of world building and stuff that I can do, I can't even imagine what that man can do. I can't even imagine it. I can't even imagine. Hopefully someday I get to sit down with Nojima. Maybe I make it doing something. Maybe he sees something of mine. I want to interview Nojima. I want to talk to the man about his ideas, his process, his, the things he's left on the cutting room floor. I would love to know just the stuff from like Final Fantasy 6, 7, 10, all these great iconic games that he worked on the story for. What ideas didn't make it in? You know what I mean? What ideas didn't make it into the game, into the story, and all the stories that he's told, the books he's written. If I had like a fantasy kind of scenario, I would love to see Nojima write a novel illustrated by Yoshitaka Amano. That would be so killer. That would be so intense. I would love that. Like that would be as good as it gets for me. That would be my bucket list story right there. But anyway, Astria Ascending. This looks great. This looks really good. I don't know anything about the game that it was. What was it called? It was called Zodiac or Canon. Okay, so I don't know anything about this game. I might look some stuff up on YouTube and see what it was about. But apparently it's a new game. It's a totally new game. They're going a new direction with it. It's got a real heavy story. The artwork looks incredible. The moving paintings thing they were talking about, I'm interested to see that. I want to see what that looks like. So I'm gonna Google and YouTube some stuff and see if I can find a good amount of stuff for this. I'm sure there's gameplay on YouTube or whatever. I hope this comes to the States. I really would love to play this. I would like to experience what that battle system looks like. I want to experience this story. And really, like, some of this artwork kind of is giving me some, especially right here, this piece of key art right here, this is giving me some real Final Fantasy Tactics vibes. Gives me some real Final Fantasy Tactics vibes. But this right here, I love this shot. I love this shot so much right here. This little press release shot. As a marketing guy, I live for stuff like this. This is great. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you all with that tonight. Y'all have a great night. Keep rocking. Be safe out there. Be good to each other. If you liked the video, throw a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate you all having me out there. And y'all take it easy. I will see you all in the next video.